Georgia Brown.
Amazing.
Yeah,
he's a right-handed
He's
wonder.
not covering James Harden these days. Evolution of
There was
the
no
athlete.
Euro step back then?
Someone will run a 4-1, and then after that, someone will run a 4-0. It's just what it is.
Are NFL coaches, scouts going to care a little bit less? Just does anybody? Should we be emphasizing the 40 so much?
Speed always
every year,
Even with like a John Ross situation where we, I mean, not a cautionary table, just like, is it that big of a deal? Look at all these rookies did, and
John
then
Ross,
John Ross didn't.
So many times these 4.2, 4.3 40s, they still get
Or
drafted
Philip
high.
Dorsett.
They still get drafted high.
There's nothing more seductive than just pure speed. Someone will always draft it. It doesn't matter any baggage, they love it.
There's always one dude that wants that fast car.
Yeah.
He can't even handle it.
According to an ESPN report, guys, the Raiders have informed, this is a sad one for me, Sebastian Janikowski, his 18-year tenure with the team will come to an end. What's like your memory, your Seabass memory? To me,
What do you got?
I mean, he's the Polish cannon.
Yeah.
That's what he is. There is no more badass kicker in the league. He's the scariest, and I don't know if there will ever be a kicker more scarier than he is.
I'm going to miss him. He's bald, he's kind of heavy, he's different. A lot of Dumb and Dumber jokes I'll remember. Cam Neely shout out. But my memory truly will be the last game as Lane Kiffin as the head coach of the Raiders when he sent out Janikowski to attempt a 76-yard field goal. That was like, I know I'm getting fired, so screw it. I'm going to steal office supplies and flip this desk. Seabass, go try a 76-yarder. I think it landed on the goal line-ish. That's my favorite memory.
There's certain guys that I look at, and when I see them, I see a different version of them. Like Deion Sanders, I see all the chains and the Jerry curl. When I see Eric Dickerson, I see the goggles.
Yeah.
When I imagine him on the field, I see him with a leather jacket, some boots on, just chains hanging off his belt to his wallet. Like, I just see him.
Sons of Anarchy,
Absolutely.
Sebastian
Janikowski, man. He's a legend in the game.
He is.
My memory is the draft when he was taken, and it was outrage across the league. They took a kicker in the first round. How dumb can they be? Meanwhile, 18 years later, it's him and Tom Brady playing from that draft. And he was drafted before Sean Alexander. Guess what? They both have really good careers.
Yeah.
You can make the argument that Janikowski had a better one as kicker. I mean, honestly.
Is Seabass going to Canton?
He might. He might.
It's tough with kickers, sure.
It's tough because in his generation, Adam Vinatieri was also there.
He'll go. Not first ballot.
So who's left from that draft class? It's still
I just know Brady.
It's just okay. I would imagine.
18 years ago.
I don't know. 18 years? Terrence Newman's not quite that old.
That career is legally an adult.
It's true. You're right. It can vote.
It can vote. That's right. The Jets officially promoted Jeremy Bates to offensive coordinator yesterday. All right, he's going to continue to serve as the team's quarterback coach. Bates previously worked under Shanahan in Denver and Gruden in Tampa. He's also the son of former NFL defensive coordinator Jim Bates. Do y'all think that Jeremy can have more success with this Jets offense? 60 seconds on the clock. I'm going to put this out there, but really, like, who's the quarterback? So that's all that matters to me.
That's the ultimate question. It says mysterious as the Bates Motel, and you're just going to have to focus on whatever it is that you have at quarterback. You got to commit to it. I felt like there's been such a carousel at the quarterback position, and that's the obvious thing to say. But even the commitment, I honestly feel if you have a quarterback and he's B rating, a C rating, try to develop that. Don't just have a host of guys saying, we'll see what happens this year, and this guy's going to compete for it, and you're midway through the season still bringing in quarterbacks. So if you have a guy, select a guy, and then commit to him and develop that individual.
Todd Bowles and Josh McCown got a lot of credit for that Jets offense last year, but a lot of people in the building will say Jeremy Bates was the main reason why he got elevated. I love this, and I think if you have a young quarterback, whether it be Darnold or Rosen or Allen, but more importantly, a Kirk Cousins, I think that would be a great fit. Jeremy Bates has looked at a quarterback whisperer. He could be great for this team.
It's almost impossible to answer because who is their quarterback? Who is their featured running back? Who is their wide receiver? I mean, Robbie Anderson, good God, he's had an off season. Look at their entire offense. Who's a guy, one position, they can be like, we're good for the next 3 or 4 years there. Even Sfarian Jenkins is a free agent. Like, there's no
Quincy Enunwa got injured last year.
A lot of that, so it's tough.
Are they going to draft one?
I think they're going to go hard on Cousins. I think then that will set up the dominoes. But if they don't get Cousins, I could see them drafting. But Kirk Cousins, I think, is their number one.
Don't you just see them drafting one?
I do.
Another one.
Like a Prince of New York right here in these papers. Exactly. Yes, again.
Kirk Cousins in New York City.
Oh, my God. Where's he going to live? What's he going to do? You know, he's going to big Times Square guy. He's going to naked cowboy.
He can live anywhere he wants. You see what he's made the past 2 years?
Yes.
He can live anywhere
he can live with me, too, for rent free. I love it.
Yeah. Yesterday, Odell
my
Beckham.
guy.
Two dads and a baby.
Odell Beckham Jr. has been getting more social. I feel like that means that he's feeling better and healing up. Here's him throwing a football that included the caption, quarterback wheezy, young Tom Brady, open up your mouth. You guys know that lyric, of course, and Tom Brady does too. He finishes the line saying, and catch a bomb, baby.
Bars.
I mean, bars on bars.
Brady is...
So he's in Costa Rica posting pictures with Giselle, and then this happens.
See, people assume that Brady is just this all-American white dude that listens to rock and country. I remember talking to Deion Branch, and he was like, yo, Brady got some flavor, man. Like, he got some swag. This is the reason why everybody on the team, white, black, old, young, coaches, front office, they all identify with him because he's that type of dude. I think he's one of the most hated athletes in the world because people just want to hate greatness. But I'll tell you what, they didn't win a championship, but Brady's the people's champ. I saw that the other day. I saw that yesterday. I was like, you know what? I rocks with Brady. I like that.
Odell looks like he can throw like Brady. Brady does not look like he can catch like Odell.
That's called a diss track, Peter.
It's a diss track. That's cannabis on LL Cool J. No, I honestly love it.
No Vaseline.
I love when these guys are interacting. I will say this, for tomorrow's show, Belichick had a photo on Instagram that's funny, not from his Instagram, but from his lady's Instagram, that I was shocked. He was out on the beach. He was looking really tan and good. So
we will get that later on the show.
I'm not familiar with those bars that they were. It occurs to me that maybe they're not about football.
Yeah, you might be right.
And then maybe does Brady know
it's
that?
Valentine's Day.
Yeah, right. Bombs over Baghdad, I guess.
Still funny.
Rap theme. I mean, incredible.
Oh, look at Bill living his best life in Bermuda shorts and a visor.
Oh, no cutoff.
Is he in? He's in swimwear. I picture like a one piece with those straps. You know what I mean, from the 20s, or a mankini ball.
Mankini put on backwards.
As we throw Tulo's all that out in the NFL newsroom, and it's not a bad look.
Looks great. They both look great.
Over the knee. All right, Will, take it away.
All right, thank you, Kay. That's quite a setup for me. Thank you. When the new league year begins on March 14th, there could be some big names that are looking for new teams. One such big name that has been talked about is Cowboys receiver Dez Bryant. Could his time in Big D actually be coming to an end? Well, according to NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport, he wouldn't be surprised to see number 88 back on the field for the Cowboys next season. Ian says a likely scenario would be for the Cowboys to sign Bryant to an extension with a lower cap number, giving him security beyond 2018. Bryant is currently due $12.5 million in 2018. As for a pair of Packers receivers, Ian also reporting he doesn't expect Green Bay to keep both Jordy Nelson and Randall Cobb, with Cobb being the most likely to be let go. He's due $8.6 million next season, while Nelson is slated to make nearly $10 million. And speaking of receiver heroes in the AFC West, Ian also reporting that the belief is both Emmanuel Sanders and Demaryius Thomas will remain in Denver. Keeping those two should make it easier for GM John Elway to recruit a QB with free agency just weeks away. We all know Von Miller has made it abundantly clear he'd like to see Kirk Cousins in the Mile High City. And it is as highly anticipated as the new Star Wars Han Solo movie. We know Schrags is going to miss that, but we know he won't miss this. Mike Mayock's first top 5 list for 2018 released today with his reaction to it on NFL Total Access at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. That means we'll talk about straight line speed, downhill thumpers, catch radius, birth the baby. This is the stuff that I want to listen to. I love draft time and listening to Mayock, so that's going to be coming up later today.
We cannot wait for that. Thanks so much, Will Selva. Who's the guy people need to keep their eye on? Like, just put somebody on the map right now.
Nick Chubb.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Georgia running back.
No, I'm sorry. Nick Bradley Chubb, the defensive end from NC State.
Okay.
The other Chubb. He might be number 1 overall. He might be a Myles Garrett
There's two
type.
Chubbs?
There's 2 Chubbs. There's Brad Chubb and Nick Chubb.
Brothers Chubb?
Okay, let's go to commercial.
Let's go to commercial. Yeah, if you get excited for the draft, there's a lot of that.
Coming up.
What do you want from me?
Well, listen, Sames Week 7. I was late on that. It's not my fault.
Mine either. I knew it was coming. That's why I got nervous.
The Raiders had a lot of penalties and flags, just like you almost got. Yeah. Kyle will crown who won the game-winning play of the year. And if you ever wonder where one of those fiercest defenders in the NFL goes to kick it and relax, we have a little game show for you. Where are all your stars hanging out right now? Only Good Morning Football knows, and we'll tell you.
Brad Chubb.
Right now at Burger King, you can get 2